Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with yet another video reaction upload. Y'all, it is going downs and the goings downs and the goings down. Yes, I'm done with my meeting. That's over with, hunter child. But y'all, baby, y'all see I had to bring out the avatar me with the popcorn. I had to bring the popcorn. I've been adding my latest videos with pictures of me because as of yesterday, YouTube has changed some rules and things, and they don't want us using these AI avatar creations and stuff like that, and you got to use your own voice. But I've been using my own voice, but I did create these avatar pictures just so I can, put them up when I'm not able to come on camera. But I use my own personal pictures to create these, you know what I'm saying? So it's a recreation of me, okay? Okay? It is what it is. Now they might have touched it up a little bit, but it be having my hair and whatever color clothing I have on or whatever. It try to, match me to a T. And then I was at the movie, so I used one of my pictures where I was at the movie theater, so because I was like, yeah, it be going down, so I gotta have a good avatar for everything that I'm reacting to. But y'all, this one here, I couldn't find the picture because I made these avatars a while back. So I couldn't find the picture where I was at the theater no more. And I was like, child, I'm about to do this avatar. They better not be playing with me. YouTube, leave me alone now. This is me. I created this and I'm talking. It's my voice. It's not an AI voice, okay? But anywho, y'all, welcome and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys are greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Be sure to like the video and share the video and leave your comments down below. Keep in mind that liking the video and subscribing to the channel gets to help me and my channel grow by getting in and remaining in the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again so much for your support. It is greatly and truly appreciated. All right, you guys. Y'all. Girl, hunted child. Girl, we about to get into this next reaction with Natasha and Rolanda, hunted child, and then Charles shows his face. Baby, Charles is turning into a little stalker too. So the title of the video, for those who may have not watched it or not affiliated with Country Wayne, is When Charles Invites Himself to Work Out with Rolanda and Natasha. The link will be in the description, so be sure to go over to Country Wayne's channel and subscribe to his channel and like his videos as well. And if you haven't watched the video as of yet, pause this video because this is a reaction to his video. I do not play his videos on my channel because I'm not trying to get struck, okay? So go over there, watch the video, and then come back for my commentary and reaction review. And all right, you guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. Next on the freaking docket, child, child. Can I get a little extra butter on my popcorn, okay? So we got Natasha and Rolanda stretching after they work out. At first, I thought they was getting ready to work out, but we'll find out why we know now that they was finishing up once we get towards the end of the video. So all I could think of is Why they stretching? I'm like, Rolanda, be careful on them trees because Kendrick had Natasha turned every way but loose over there on them trees over there, okay? You might get some juices on you, girl. Anywho, so Natasha say, well, Ro, I want to talk to you about something. She said, but this can't go anywhere outside of me and you. She was like, I've never told anyone this before. And, you know, I think I look at you like a big sister, so I feel like I can share this. And I'm like, girl, what is she about to say, girl? That's why I had to bring out the popcorn, honey. Haunted, yeah. So she proceeded to tell Rolanda that Natasha and Don are half siblings. I said, girl, I know you effing lying. I know you effing lying. And Rolanda said, what? Like that. And Natasha said, she like, huh? Natasha said, yeah. She said, so my father and my mother had me, but my mother passed away. And Rolanda said, I'm sorry to hear that. And then she was like, it's okay. And she said, and then my dad remarried and his wife ended up taking care of me and raising me. So we was a happy family. And then they conceived Don, and her mom had Don. And then she said, and then Don's mom passed away. And Rolanda was like, oh, dog. And then Natasha said, yeah, I know. I don't know. It just keep happening. Girl, Natasha, I hope your daddy ain't knocking off his wives. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. That ain't nice. But you never know, honey. You never know, honey. You know, child, if somebody keep having wives, end up being unalived, child, I don't know. I'm gonna start looking at you some type of way. Child, no judgment, but I'm gonna be watching and paying very, very close attention. So anyway, she said, so yeah, her mom passed away. And as an older sister, she said, I know how it felt when my mom passed away. She said, I felt like it was my responsibility to take care of Don and be there for Don, you know, like how her mom was for me. You know, her mom took care of Natasha and did everything for Natasha, being that her mom was no longer in the picture. So then Rolanda was listening. She was like, oh, okay. And then Natasha said, and then Don, she said, I was engaged at one point in time, and Don slept with my fiance and had a whole child. Rolanda said, what? That's her face right here. And Natasha said, yeah, I know, right? She said, and then after all of that, the audacity is, she said, so I got this niece that was conceived with my fiance. She said, and then Don never even raised her. Don did not raise her. She was raised by BK in New York. I said, what, baby? Extra butter and salt on the popcorn, please. I need a refill. Can I get a refill? Can I get a refill? I ain't gonna keep singing that one, y'all. That's the one I be singing in the shower. I can't get y'all all my good vocals. Baby, but I do need a refill on the popcorn for this one. The bucket is getting low, hunty. Girl, I know you effing lying. I know you effing lying. So Don didn't even raise Zoe. I did not know that, honey. They probably have said it before, but I don't be too much into they videos. And Zoe was getting on my nerve, and Don was getting on my nerve. I didn't like the way they talk. They was just like doing too much. I don't think they are good actresses, you know, if you catch what I'm saying. Okay, well, I said it, so you ain't got to catch it. They not good actresses to me, you know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't peeping them or they storyline. I tried, but yeah, it was a no for me. But so this was a first for me to know that, first of all, I didn't know that they was half siblings. I didn't know that Don did not raise Zoe. And I was like, girl, so the audacity of her. So that's why she feel like Natasha supposed to be doing everything for her, because she act like Natasha is her mama, because that's how Natasha was treating her before. But as a parent as well, you got to break the chain. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them grow up on their own. And I get it, because I raised my sister, and I was the same way with my sister. Like, baby, whatever she needed, whatever she wanted, she had it. She didn't even have to want for nothing, because she already had it. You know what I'm saying? I provided for my sister, and I did what I had to do. But I had to end up realizing too that my sister is like how Natasha's sister is. Just do. Now, I ain't saying she slept with no fiancés or no stuff like that. She had her other crazy issues that she was doing. I told y'all that she was a habitual liar, and you could be looking at the sky and see that it's blue, and she'll tell you that it's purple, and you believe her, because that's how convincing she was. And she knew how to play on my emotions about anything. Like when she did certain stuff or whatever, and people try to say she did this and this and that there, baby, she knew how to get me to believe her over other people, child. She knew. But like with Natasha, I had to eventually see her for who she really was. And I had to break that, not a leash, that pacifier, I would say. I had to break that pacifier, because she got to grow up, and she gonna have to live her own life and do what she do. And it is what it is. And Natasha gonna have to do that with Don, and I get it. It took me a long time. And it took me to go through some things, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I would have story time for days, but I'm not going to even put y'all in that good business like that. Whew. God, my God on today, as Dog Reacts would say, child. But anyway, I get it. I get where Natasha coming from, because I had to do it as well. And we had those issues or whatever. So Rolanda, when she said that she didn't even raise Zoe, that she was raised by BK, and BK, if I'm not mistaken, is her daddy, right? And she said, so she got the audacity, and Rolanda's like, and then she got the audacity to be talking about me. And Natasha said, exactly like that. And Ro was like, sure. And then Natasha said, well, I've been wanting to ask you something too. And Ro said, yeah, what's up? She said, so I recently found out that you used to be best friends with Charles's ex, Leilani. And Rose said, I thought you knew that, like that. And then she was like, no, I didn't. She was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, yeah, well, what's up? But before she can tell her what she wanted to know, or before Ro can tell her Natasha said what happened, with our relationship. Before Ro had a chance to explain, here come this ninja running up. So they had to pause for the cause on the conversation. I said, boy, see what you done did? I was sitting up here watching a perfectly good skit, eating my damn popcorn, and here you come with your tomfoolery. Who told you to come out there? Girl, I'm glad she wasn't in the woods getting it on with Kendrick. Now they got to find them another honeycomb hideout, because this one ain't safe no more. Charles come running his old mutt duck looking at up there. I'm blending in with the greenery. Child, boy, go sit down somewhere. He was like, hey, and Rolanda looking like, and y'all, I don't know. I'm sorry about the darkness on this screen. I had accidentally paused it when I was trying to snip it, and I was like, child, let me go ahead and snip it and keep it going, because I got some more stuff to do, honey. So anyway, Rolanda looking like, okay, what is he doing here? And Natasha was like, hi, you just popping up? What you doing here? He was like, I was just working out. He was like, I ran into y'all. He was like, maybe I could work out with y'all. And Rolanda was like, well, I think Natasha said we was actually just finishing up like that. And then he was like, well, I could work out with y'all. I'm like, did you just hear her say that they was finishing up? So why would you proceed to say that you gonna work out with them? How you just gonna invite yourself to come and work out with them? You just trying to come be nosy. Like, boy, if you don't go, hold on, let me pull it up, because I didn't do it the last time for him. Let me get it on the screen. Charles, if you don't go sit your monkey ass down somewhere, go sit your monkey ass down. Okay? For we have to make some change out your $5. Boy. He know exactly what he was doing. And Rolanda said, well, like she said, we was finishing up. We finished like that. She was like, y'all can have it. I'm about to go ahead and go like that. And then Natasha was like, all right, we'll see you later. And she gave her a hug or whatever. And she said, bye, Charles, like that. And Rolanda leaving. And then dang, I thought I had got the snippet of Charles and Natasha. They left right afterwards as well. And Natasha was like, well, come on, we can go to the car. She was like, because we finished like that. He was like, y'all already finished. Yeah, how many more times do they have to tell you they already done with the workout? Like, you come in a little too late trying to be nosy. But it's like, I can't remember. Is Leilani the person who started that mess between Ro, and I can't remember that boy name, the other dude that was trying to get that book deal with Muhammad. Was that Muhammad? Was that his name? The dude that Ro started talking to the African dude. Is that who that is? I can't remember. Cause I remember the name Leilani, but I can't remember exactly who she is. I'm thinking that she is the lady who Ro ended up getting into it with, because the lady went and called herself telling Ro's business, but she was ad-libbing and lying and saying stuff that she didn't even know and try to make Ro seem like a hoe. Okay? Child, tell me what y'all think about this episode, honey, about Charles showing up. Tell me what y'all think about Natasha and Dawn being half sisters, and that's why Dawn taking advantage of her. Tell me what y'all think about Dawn not even raising Zoe, and she was raised by her father. Tell me, that's why BK said he didn't want. I did see that skit where BK told Zoe he didn't want Dawn at that apartment, and then I'll be damned, as soon as he left, Zoe let Dawn come in there. I said, see, that's why I can't watch them. I tried again, and I just can't, because Zoe get on my damn nerve, honey. Girl, haunted child. Tell me what y'all think. And tell me if Leilani is who I think it is. And if not, please refresh me on which one of the Ro's ex-friends is Leilani. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like the video. Share the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? It is fun over here, honey. And it's absolutely free. So click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye. Have a wonderfully blessed day, you guys. Bye.